What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another brand new, random, crazy, fun diet episode of the Pepper Pack Podcast. As always, I am your host, Zach Bowman, the Dr. Pepper teacher, and with me is my co-host, my friend, my video game shooting people partner, that random guy wherever he's at. There he is. Oh, no, you didn't. That hurts. Like
Well, this just got awkward. I'll see myself out.
So I'm looking for a new co-host.
No, you can't do that.
No, I wouldn't trade you or sell you.
Hey, don't blame me. I've been waiting here for 23 hours for this.
Now, yes, we were supposed to record yesterday. I agree on this.
I don't know where you were.
St. Patrick's Day.
I know you weren't drinking them spiked Dr. Peppers because you don't do that.
I just got my my little hat from the store. I was drinking the real sugar Dr. Pepper, so it was in a green bottle or a green label. The real sugar ones. But no, I know you had some family stuff going on, so we pushed this back a day. Today was my daughter's birthday, and I offered to give her some Dr. Pepper because it's the one day a year where my wife is like, okay, maybe she can sip a little bit.
I bet that's a wonderful day for you.
Well, it was today. She goes, no, it's too spicy. I don't want it. It's too spicy. And I was like, oh, it's so good though. We'll see. Maybe tomorrow. We're having our family party tomorrow, so she might have.
Okay.
But
well, I had some amazing chicken Alfredo, and the one thing that goes great with chicken Alfredo is Dr. Pepper. So.
Yeah, Dr. Pepper goes great with about anything.
Yeah.
It was great with nothing like I have tonight.
What's up, Jacob? Cheers. Raise Jacob, my can to you. I think we've delayed it enough for Zach. So 1, 2, 23, go.
Yeah.
That's the stuff.
Now,
so
random tangent right here, just because of the way you said that's the stuff. Did you ever watch the cartoon Rocket Power growing up? Or Nickelodeon?
Rocket Power?
Rocket Power. It's about these like kids who are like skateboarders in like probably California or Florida. I'm not sure which state.
Oh, no.
There's an episode they're like, this guy's like at the fair or the carnival or whatever on the pier, and he just goes around and goes, that's the stuff or that's the spirit. He says like 20, 30 times throughout the show. The way you just said, that's the stuff, just automatically took me back there. And I don't know why, but I know.
Well, it is what it is. But, well, what are we talking about tonight here?
We got a diet episode, so we're here to talk to our friends. And so far,
that's true.
What's up, Jacob? We see you.
He loves that show.
Oh, man. I love what they call people the shoebies because those are all the tourists that wear shoes rather than flip flops or just being barefoot. But I'm gonna get distracted. This isn't about that show. It's about Dr. Pepper. So yeah, this is our catch up on. I feel like life has just been crazy busy.
Mm-hmm.
I've been on spring break this week. I've been home with my daughter most days. Soccer, like I said, for me is getting kicked off. I spent probably 2 hours Monday at the YMCA getting my team all signed up for an additional thing. Hey, Loyal. And then I spent 8 hours. Like I dropped my daughter off at daycare Monday. I got home at 8:30 and I graded papers until 5:30.
Oh, it's almost like a job.
Yeah, I know, right? No rest. And then Tuesday, my wife and daughter were home. And then Wednesday, my wife was at work and my daughter went to daycare. So I spent another 4 or 5 hours getting all those grades put in the grade book and finalized. But I've got a lot accomplished. I'm feeling like I deserve this Dr. Pepper.
I would definitely say that deserves a Dr. Pepper. So I was looking up, going back on the cartoon thing. So in 1999 when Rocket Power came out. That was around the same. That was at the same time that Batman Beyond came out.
Oh, so you were digging that, yeah.
I mean, Batman Beyond is pretty amazing. If you haven't seen it, then I weep.
1998,
99,
and I was 11. I still live in Nebraska.
Oh, geez, you're not helping me. I mean, I was, let's see, 99. I was a junior in high school. So watching Nickelodeon really wasn't my thing.
Yeah, no.
Watching TRL on MTV.
Total Request Live.
Yeah, with Carson Daly. I'm really showing my age here.
I'm right there with you. Get my wheelchair.
You know, that's a great question. What doesn't deserve a Dr. Pepper?
People, this would be a great segment. I'm glad he asked that. What doesn't deserve a Dr. Pepper? When people park in 2 parking spots, like right on the line, you know, because they don't want someone to ding their door.
Mm-hmm.
They'll park on 1 line to take up 2 parking spots.
Yeah.
Oh, those people, they don't deserve a Dr. Pepper.
So, you know what? I think we're going to start doing this as a new segment for Diet Episodes.
I like this.
To kind of kick it off.
I got more.
And I had a couple. Hold on. Wait for it. If you pull so far ahead that I cannot look to my left and see any vehicles coming down the street when I want to turn right, that doesn't deserve a Dr. Pepper.
If you leave your blinker on for 3 miles, and
yes,
I tried to speed up, and then you go to get over, whoo, that doesn't deserve a Dr. Pepper.
You know, I really like this segment. Thank you, Jacob. This is absolutely genius.
I love our show.
What's okay for those of you watching? Burp. What is something that you've seen that irks you that poor individual doesn't deserve a Dr. Pepper?
Now, he said buffering. I'm hoping he's referring to like his internet's catching up. That doesn't. But maybe he's buffering right now and misses out.
So Jacob said, riding my butt when I'm going 10 over. Mm-hmm. That is such a like the people from California that come to Utah do it all the freaking time.
Well, that's what I love to get right next to a car that's going the same pace or slower than me, and I'll just ride right next to him.
Yeah, it's called a roadblock. Mm-hmm. It's wonderful. Yeah. But I agree that does not. They don't deserve a Dr. Pepper for that.
Mm-hmm. Oh, people that don't hold open the door. Now, like, I know it's not required to hold open the door, but if you see someone with their hands full, you look right at them, and then you just shut the door and go in, yeah, you don't deserve a Dr. Pepper.
If you're playing a game of Commander and you take 2 minutes just to shuffle your library on a basic fetch land, like Cracking Evolving Wilds, and you gotta sit there and slowly shuffle for 2 minutes, you don't deserve a Dr. Pepper. I realize that's more of an inside joke.
Yeah,
Jacob will know what I'm saying.
Sharon says driving the speed limit in the right lane on the highway. Right lane should be the speed limit. The left lane is technically the fast lane, so I think she means the left lane.
Yeah,
but it's driving right next to them. That
like if you're driving slower in the left lane.
Yeah, and people have to go around on the right versus the way you should be. Yeah.
At least that's what I'm hoping was meant by that.
Yeah, she just commented. I meant.
Oh yeah. Left, right, potato, potato.
Depends on what country you're in. I mean, if you're in England,
then yeah. You know, it's funny in Colorado, you can actually get pulled over for driving and staying in the left lane. Yep.
My sister got pulled over. I don't remember if it was in Nebraska or Kansas, because she was driving home from college, and she likes to drive fast. She doesn't have patience, so she would just stay in the left lane and just fly by people, and got pulled over one time because she stayed in the left lane so long and did not get over when she had a clear opportunity to.
Whoops, that'll do it. Well, we'll wrap the what doesn't deserve a Dr. Pepper. We'll wrap it up for this episode.
Well, that doesn't deserve a Dr. Pepper either.
But, well, you know what? I think we need to talk about some madness.
Madness, yes.
Madness. Because it's March.
I haven't been on social media for a while, so I haven't seen any posts. But
let me check. Hold on.
But while you talk about that, I'll just set everyone up. So I created a Dr. Pepper flavor bracket, and I was playing Xbox with Connor and his brother the other night, and he was telling me that the museum did a Dr. Pepper flavor bracket kind of thing too, and I was like, oh, they stole what I was doing. They got like bugs in my room, and they're listening to my Dr. Pepper plans. But now we love the Dr. Pepper museum.
Or they're watching the show.
That could be. But so we're gonna do it, and I'm gonna do it a little bit my style. So once Josh figures out what he's looking for,
I'm just checking to see if anyone has.
Oh yeah, you posted anything. So after he's checked that, I'm going to show a bracket, a Dr. Pepper bracket that I came up with. I basically went to the Sweet 16 because there were a lot more flavors in that. Or no, there weren't enough flavors to do a whole nother set of brackets. So this is my Dr. Pepper March Madness. So we got the Pepper Pack Podcast episode. And what I did is I came up with 16 different flavors. I know there are more than 16. Some of these you'll be like, well, why didn't you do Dr. Pepper 10? Or why didn't you do this? I just grabbed what I thought would be decent.
So you let me guess, you omitted Dr. Pepper Vanilla Float?
You shut your mouth.
That doesn't deserve a Dr. Pepper, does it?
Yeah, that deserves slaps in the face.
Ooh.
But so the way I did this is I put these 16 flavors in order just on my piece of paper, and then I cut out numbers 1 through 16 and put them in a bucket, and I drew a number, and whatever number that was, the first one on the list got that number, and that's how they are seeded. That way it's completely random, and it's not me just purposely setting it up and wanting to make hard decisions. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys the seeding, where everyone's at, and I'm going to go one at a time and tell you who I picked and why. And then we have this cheaply made JPEG video, graphic that I created that we'll share later on our pages. And so
I'll clean it up. I'll make it look all fancy. I got you.
So he'll make it look all fancy. But we want to see you fill out your Dr. Pepper bracket and share that as part of our Pepper Pack Podcast Challenge. So in the first seed was Dr. Pepper Berries and Cream. And position 2 was Dr. Pepper Vanilla Float.
Yeah. That looks like, are you sure?
Yeah. Well, like I said, I listed all the names.
Oh, yeah.
And then I drew numbers. And so that way it seeds it randomly. Position 3 down here, I had the Fantastic Chocolate, Dr. Pepper. And then position 4 was, I just put all the zero sugars all together. Yeah. 5 was the birthday cake, icing on the cake, birthday cake, Dr. Pepper. And I know if you are watching the show and you weren't in the Pepper Pack, you like, I never got to taste that, so I don't know. It tasted like Dr. Pepper poured in vanilla icing. So go off that. Make your own. Ooh, that could be a challenge. We could have people attempt to make their own Dr. Pepper birthday cake icing. The cake Dr. Pepper.
Interesting.
All right. In position 6 was the real sugar Dr. Pepper. 7 had the Red Fusion, which was their first attempt at cherry. I actually never had Red Fusion, but I'm going to use my imagination. 7 to 8 is the Diet Cherry Vanilla. Number 9 was the Diet Dr. Pepper Cherry. 10 was just regular Diet Dr. Pepper. 11 was the Dr. Pepper and cream soda. 12 was the cherry vanilla Dr. Pepper, not diet. 13 was the dark berry. 14 was regular Dr. Pepper. 15 was the caffeine-free Dr. Pepper, and 16 was just the regular cherry. So I started up here with between berries and cream and cherry. And I've never had the berries and cream, and I know with Dr. Pepper doing their special release and the different giveaways things, I've yet to be able to get my hands on it. But if anyone in the Pepper Pack, if you were able to get that first giveaway round and they give you 2, I would love one. I would love to bring you on the show and we can drink them together and give a review. That'd be awesome. And then if they give you 3, you can send me one and send Josh one. And that'd be really fun. I can't see you, Josh, so I hope you're happy about that. So I went ahead and gave that first matchup to berries and cream, just because cherry. I always think the cherry's got a really, really strong aftertaste, and it almost overpowers the actual Dr. Pepper flavor. So, and my next matchup was between 2 Dr. Pepper cherries, and both diet, which I'm not a fan of the flavor of the diet, but based on the cherry vanilla, which I've had and I've made into a float, I went with the diet cherry vanilla.
Okay.
And moving down the bracket, I have the Dr. Pepper Zeros and the dark berry. So, Josh, what do you think? Which one do you think I'm taking here?
I don't answer silly questions.
Oh, I can't see any comments. So, anyone commenting?
Pretty much, guys, if you don't answer the way Zach wants, he's gonna.
I've already made this, so I know what I'm picking. Here's what other people choose between these options.
Again, if you've never watched the show, I don't know what rock you've been living under.
Yeah, we already know what's gonna happen, but it's fun to see the individual matchups before we get there.
Oh, so Sharon said dark berry.
I did go with the dark berry. The zero, it isn't bad. I actually like the cream soda zero better than the regular cream soda. But yeah, the dark berry, and it could also be just the limitedness of the dark berry and how hard it's been to get.
Yeah.
Come back. And then I have the Dr. Pepper cherry, vanilla, and the icing on the cake birthday cake Dr. Pepper. I do think just drinking it more often, I would go with the cherry vanilla, but just because of the emotional connection I have with the birthday cake and being in the Pepper Pack and getting that, I went ahead with the birthday cake there. And then I'm up here between my good friend the vanilla float and the caffeine free. Josh,
that one, if you really don't know which one he picked, then
welcome to the show. So yes,
yeah.
And then I was matching up Diet Dr. Pepper and the Red Fusion. Again, I've never had the Red Fusion, but just knowing that based off the cherry and then going cherry versus diet, I would go Red Fusion there. Now next one was actually a little tougher than I thought it was going to be, because obviously I love the regular, I drink it all the time, but that Fantastic Chocolate with ice cream was incredible.
Mm-hmm.
But like we talked about, that's definitely like a rare occasion, special event, I think. So on a normal given day, I'm going to go ahead and take the regular Dr. Pepper.
Makes sense.
Yeah. And then the real sugar and the Dr. Pepper cream soda, I'm still scarred. I had a friend tell me one time that the cream soda tasted like he was sucking on a butterscotch candy while he was drinking Dr. Pepper. And that's all I can taste now whenever I drink cream soda, Dr. Pepper cream soda. That aftertaste.
Weird, but okay.
Yeah, so it just scarred me. So I couldn't have picked that. And plus, y'all know I love that real sugar, and I'm going to take the real sugar every time I can get it.
Yeah.
So my next round, so this is now the Elite 8, so to speak. I have berries and cream versus the Diet Cherry Vanilla, the Dark Berry versus the Birthday Cake, the vanilla float versus red fusion, and then the regular versus the regular with sugar. So I had some interesting matchups, and that's part of the reason why I did this random like this, because I didn't want to just purposely put all the ones I like against ones that I knew I wouldn't like.
Yeah.
I want to make it somewhat scientific, but not at all. So moving back over here, Josh, berries and cream versus diet cherry vanilla.
Probably have to go with the berries and cream.
I went with the berries and cream. Again, not haven't had it, but
I think for me it's the aspartame in the diet.
And the diet. That's probably where I lost it. Okay.
Yeah.
And then this one was tricky. Dark berry birthday cake.
So quick question. Sharon had asked, what about cherry chocolate?
Chocolate, and like I said, there were some flavors. I realized the chocolate cherry, the diet chocolate cherry, the Dr. Pepper 10, Heritage, which is basically the Dr. Pepper with real sugar.
Mm-hmm.
It was just based on the bracket size I had, because there were several of these that also were like diet caffeine free, and other ones that I just didn't use based on that. But
okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, so between the dark berry and the icing on the cake, I'd have to go with the icing on the cake. That one was, I would agree, the emotional attachment.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that's the way I was leaning to. And then
let's move on. We already know it.
Yeah, again, if I maybe had the red fusion and knew it exactly what it tastes like, it might have stood a better chance in not being destroyed.
No. But, we all know better.
Yeah.
So we'll just move along.
Now this one, regular Dr. Pepper versus the real sugar. Josh, you probably already know where I'm going.
I would have to say the Dr. Pepper with real sugar, for a couple of reasons. One, it's just so freaking good.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what it originates from. Plus, I mean, the fact that you also enjoy it with peanuts in the bottle, and that was the
entertaining for you to not comment
on. Sharon said this was pointless, because we all know it's going to win.
Yeah, I mean, it's still fun to see the different matches up.
Well, okay, so Sharon, the one thing I do want to note is that each of you will be able to fill out your own bracket. So this is just Zach's. We're excited to see what you guys do and see how everything goes. Yep. So between the Dr. Pepper and the Dr. Pepper made with real sugar, I think that made with real sugar takes it.
Yeah, I would agree. All right. And so then
final two.
Berries. Well, I'm at the final four now. I got to go to the final two. So I got berries and cream versus the birthday cake.
I would say the birthday cake, the icing on the cake.
I don't remember what I picked. I think I might have picked birthday cake just because I haven't had berries and cream. But yep, I did. Okay. And then the real sugar versus the vanilla float.
Okay, so my gut instinct says, vanilla float. However, I would say that the made with real sugar barely squeaks by for the win, simply because you're still able to get the Dr. Pepper made with real sugar, whereas trying to get the vanilla float is going to be a little more tricky and a little more expensive. So I actually think I'm going to go with the Dr. Pepper made with real sugar.
Yeah, so that was something I did think about, but honestly, in Kansas, neither of them are sold. I can't get real sugar in Kansas either. I can get the glass bottle like one of the candy stores or soda stores, but that's still not always an option. But just because of my known love for vanilla float and my constant need to remind people, I went ahead and went vanilla float. And then it brought this down to the icing on the cake versus the vanilla float. And
again, this is like trying to decide who's going to win, Nebraska or a little league football team.
Well, given the year, that could be up in the air.
No.
But yeah,
vanilla,
was the vanilla float. So that's how my bracket worked out, and it's kind of interesting. I like to see this kind of breakdown and how different things compared. And like I said, some of these were tougher than I thought they would be, and just once you compared them. So yeah, we'll share that graphic. So if you guys want to make your own, see who your champion is, that'd be awesome.
And then one thing I am going to do is on our social media, so on Facebook and on Instagram, and actually I can do it on Twitter as well. I will put a poll up for people to vote, and we're going to see what you guys decide and let you decide kind of the overall bracket. That way, one, each and every one of you get a chance to choose what you think would win. Two, there's no way Zach can try and move it so that way vanilla float wins it all.
Yeah. No, I won't vote. I'll stay out of that.
Well, you're taking a social media break, so of course you won't.
Yeah. Then I do like the idea of having everyone kind of share their own and then participate in overall what the population.
Yeah. So each and every one of you will have a bracket that you can fill out, and then we'll do the official with official results. And at the end of the month, then we can see who the final winner is. So,
but yeah, that was fun. A little something different.
Yeah, it'll be fun. I mean, what other podcasts do this sort of thing? None. Actually, just kidding. I think I've seen some do it with like comic books and stuff like that. But we're not here for comic books.
That was the other one you already heard.
That's a whole different show that I'm on.
That you guys should check out as well. Check out Josh's other shows. They're cool.
Yeah. So the Undercover Capes Podcast Network. If you like DC Comics, Indie Comics, Magic the Gathering, I'll give you a sneak peek. The Magic the Gathering show that we've got, we have a special guest. It's a pretty big name in the Commander community. So, yeah. That episode hopefully will be going live tomorrow once I get it all done. So,
now I had some coupons for some free glass bottles from one of those like little candy shops I was telling you about.
Mm-hmm.
So I went and got some Dr. Pepper Real Sugar, and they had a Dublin. They had a bunch of Dublin stuff. They didn't have any Dublin Dr. Pepper, but they did have this vanilla cream soda.
I've had that one.
I really liked it. It was very sweet. I let my wife have a taste, and she's like, "Nope, too much sugar, too sweet." She didn't care for it, but I enjoyed it. I would drink it again.
Yeah.
Not enough. If you're in the Dublin area and you haven't had the vanilla cream soda, I'd give it a thumbs up. I give it at least one.
It wasn't bad, but it still doesn't take the cake for.
Oh, definitely, yeah. I know we've talked about the tension between Dublin and the Dr. Pepper company, but I like to support them when I can.
Yeah, it makes sense.
I want to build bridges.
Because
I also want to one day take a tour of that collection with you for the podcast and just cry. And that one you probably will have to.
I think that one I will have to strap you up onto a dolly I may even have to put the mask on you so that way you look like Hannibal Lecter.
So Sharon, this is your challenge. Use your connections in Texas and Dr. Pepper community to find somebody that can hook us up with getting a tour of Bill Kloster's collection in Dublin. I mean, I've seen the antique archaeology guys. They've got to take a tour through there and look at stuff and buy stuff. I couldn't afford anything in there, but I just want to go look at it and just see it and cry and weep tears of joy.
So, Zach, this is what you'll look like when you go through the museum.
Absolutely. My hair would be spikier, though.
I'm just saying that's literally what you will look like when we go through that.
Yeah, pretty much.
Just, I'm letting you know now.
I already know.
You already know?
Oh, I know. The thing that's going to kill me is if we actually ever get to do this. I know you and my wife will both be right in front of me like, look at that. Can't buy it. Look at that. And I'm just like, I just don't want to touch it.
Yeah, sorry, not sorry.
Yeah, I was going to say, I know you're not sorry. It's okay. But
you know.
Oh,
what can you do?
Right. I'll have to reach out to him once I get back. Because he was when we had on the show.
Yeah. I mean, we've been doing this for so long; it all kind of blends together now.
Yeah, that's kind of the benefit for me having to reach out to the different people, is I recognize more.
Yeah, true that.
That and my energy is all focused only on the Dr. Pepper. Where you said that you have the Magic of the Gathering and all the other comics.
Yeah, I was gonna say with everything I'm doing, yeah, I do a lot. But this is definitely one of my favorites, if not my favorite show. Not to say that the others aren't favorites.
Yeah, this is, I think, a little more laid back and just gives you the freedom to.
Yeah, it
to be a little.
We just kind of do whatever we want.
Yeah,
which is fun.
We want to move an episode back a day or two,
right? Because someone had family stuff like taking his wife to the airport,
or we couldn't get in contact with guests,
or I mean the alignment of the planets, or
like when the wind blows and things move.
Yes, or that. Yes, that.
But we do have a another live episode of a regular podcast episode where we're interviewing another ambassador
coming up on the 23rd.
And I'm sure you saw I messaged that person in our group today to confirm that they were going to go. I haven't heard back yet, but they should have plenty of time too. So if you're in the Pepper Pack and you're on the portal, Richard, I know you're not on the portal yet, but you've already been on the podcast, so don't worry about it. I do have a post on there that has dates available where we don't have guests yet. So if you would like to be on the podcast, we would love to talk with anybody and everybody that hasn't been on yet. It's in the Pepper Pack. So comment a date and we'll put you down that spot. And yeah, teamwork.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
Unless that dream's a nightmare, then cry.
Ow, that escalated quickly.
Sorry, that's what I always tell people whenever they say that.
Here I am, trying to be positive.
Yeah, Sharon, you're my hero. I can't wait to meet you at a convention sometime. Actually, we've already met. What am I doing?
Yes, we already met.
It just feels like it's been forever because that's almost a year ago.
So Sharon asked a very important question here. Do we have any clue when the applications will open up for the Pepper Pack? No, unfortunately, we do not. We are not privy to that information.
On the Pepper Pack page, now they have a new portal for us. When we sign in, it's also a spot for whether I think you guys will be able to, like, if you go to drpepper.com, there's a thing at the top that says like Pepper Pack. You can click on it, and that's where we sign in with our credentials. Yeah. They also have a thing that says like to join, and then they say applications opening soon, or the application soon. We don't know if soon is like 20 minutes or like 6 months.
I mean, it's been that way since everything was redesigned, but that's where it will pop up. So,
because they haven't added anybody since 2020, right? When COVID hit, they stopped accepting port.
Yeah.
Not letting anyone new come in.
So,
Sharon, I see you check it daily. That's a vacation, and you already have basically a video interview with the podcast of the potential Pepper Pack. So if they don't pick you, I might have to yell at people.
it's one of those things. I'm not like those loyal fans who are prospective Peppers.
Mm-hmm.
I have no doubt that Dr. Pepper is keeping tabs on said individuals.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I hope so.
At least, yeah, that's my hope and goal.
Mm-hmm.
So,
well, Josh, anything else you'd like to chat about?
No, this has been fun, and like I said, just stay tuned to our social media for the
bracket,
the brackets and voting, and we'll get that up. Probably Sunday will be the day that I can get that all up and ready to go. So voting will start Sunday.
All right.
It'll be awesome.
I know. I'm excited. How are you doing with your post-winter day challenge?
On that note, thanks so much for tuning in, guys. Definitely appreciate it. If you want to support an episode of the Pepper Pack Podcast, head over to our YouTube channel where you can check out the epic video that Zach made. That breaks it all down.
Michael, I just saw your comment. Sorry you missed it, but yeah, go back and watch the clip. It was fun.
Yeah, Michael, you'll definitely want to watch it where we talk about the bracket and what we're going to be doing. So it'll be fun. I was just trying to avoid the inevitable. So on that note, also, if you want any of your official Pepper Pack podcast merch, head over to redbubble.com. I'm really trying to avoid that question. Zach, I'm going to hand it off to you to finish it up.
Well, guys, thank you again for joining us. We will look forward to chatting with you Wednesday, right? Wednesday the 23rd. We'll have another episode. We'll be interviewing a fellow Pepper Pack ambassador. So feel free to join us in the comments. And until we can drink next time.
Wrong button.